Let me share with you how to make a perfect Japanese cotton cheesecake. If you have ever felt disappointed by a cake that sank in the middle or cracked on top, this recipe is for you. We are going to create something incredibly soft, moist, and delicate. We begin by carefully separating 8 eggs. Place the egg whites into your freezer for 15 minutes. This short chill makes a big difference. Having them whip up would match more volume. While they chill, measure out 120 grams of cake flour and sieve it into a bowl. This gives our cake a fine, light texture. Next, heat 95 grams of cooking oil until it is warm, about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. Pour this warm oil into the sifted flour and mix until it is completely smooth. Then pour in 95 grams of room temperature milk and mix again until it is fully incorporated. Now, add the egg yolks to the flour and make mixture. Stir everything gently until you have a smooth, golden and flying butter. Set this aside for a moment while we work on the meringue. Take the chilled egg whites from the freezer and add a few drops of lemon juice. Pour in all 80 grams of white sugar at once. Using a stand mixer, whip on high speed until the mixture forms soft, pillowy peaks. A good time to preheat your oven is right now. To finish, whip on the lower speed for one final minute. This creates a very fine and stable meringue that holds its shape beautifully. The meringue is ready when it forms a large, soft car that droops gently like a soft hook when you lift the wicks. This is the ideal texture for a cake that rises high but stays tender. Gently fold about 1/3 of the meringue into the yolk butter. We do this to lighten the thicker butter. Once it is mostly combined, pour this entire mixture back into the bowl with the remaining meringue. Continue folding gently until you have a glossy, uniform butter with no white streaks. Pour this beautiful, airy butter into an 11-inch baking pan. Take a bamboo skewer and swirl it through the butter to pop any large air bubbles hiding inside. Then gently tap the pan on your counter 2 times to settle everything evenly. This cake requires a water pot. Place your cake pan inside a larger roasting pan. Carefully pour about 500 milliliters of hot water into the larger pan, surrounding the cake pan. Bake at 140 degrees Celsius for approximately 19 minutes. Once the baking time is up, carefully remove the cake. Tap the pan lightly to release the steam. Immediately lift the cake from the pan and place it on a wire rack. While it is still warm, peel away the baking paper, trim the edges and cut it into slices. What you have created is an incredibly delicious, soft and fluffy masterpiece. Enjoy this moment and every single bite.